Hello and a warm welcome to Conny Decorates today. And who else is here with us? Michael, the cameraman. That's right. We're full of energy and enthusiasm today, and we're going to make a little lantern decoration for your entrance, balcony, terrace, or wherever you like. All natural with just a few materials. Dear friends, if you want to know how this decoration works, stay tuned because we're going to show you now. These are the things we need for our pine cone, like the wine, and we really don't need much at all. Just take a look at what you have at home. We'll just show you what we still have here. And I'm not quite sure, but I think since earlier, maybe late summer, this beautiful little fern. I bought 3 pots of it. I've just taken 2 of them from the terrace. And they're still so beautiful. Then I have this heather here. I also have a bit of moss left. Yesterday I was out with Sophie and just picked up a few pine cones. I still have some small wooden beads, some loose branches, and LED real wax candlelights just outside at our place, even without any cover. I just cleaned it up a bit, but I think with the rustic look, and since it's outside, it fits perfectly, and it still works perfectly fine. And I'd say, let's get started. I forgot to mention, I also have a piece of that jute potato sack. I'd like to just use it as a base today and simply lay it in the front of the lantern. A bit so that the fabric sticks out even when I just put the lantern outside for the first time. There are such wonderful grasses outside with really great plumes, and I really love that these ones here are already quite nice. Yes, I've had them for quite a while. I bought them some time ago, and today I thought I'll just go ahead and use them. When decorating, I'll now adjust them to the height of the lantern, to the wind light, and see how much I need to break off so that I have a certain stability and the branch fits in the row. I'll just get started. I want to take a piece off the top here, or I'll break off a piece of the bast at the top. And now I'll stick it in here. I can just about get it in here, and then it fits perfectly. Let's put this one in first and now break off a few small pieces as well. We have the first ones. We've broken them and just placed them in loosely here because we'll have to adjust them again anyway, since the LED candle still needs to go in. I'd really like to include the heather, and as Micha mentioned, another nice idea is that if you have these lovely string lights, you can wrap them around here beautifully. You could also make little heather trees yourself, but I think we've had those for the past 2 years. So I thought we'd just try a different version this time. And before I put the candle in, I'll start with the heather. I'm checking now anyway, since we don't actually have that much space in there, but I'd like to place it towards the back. Let me just move these over to me for a moment so I can make a bit more room here. I'll put it all the way in the back corner, and of course I'll use a smaller pot as well. Use the smaller plants so you'll have even more space to get creative with your decorations. Now I'll take my moss and place it in the gaps here. Just put some in already, since the candle will go in the front, and add a few small pieces towards the front as well. I've placed the candle and now I'm putting it here in the front area, filling in all the gaps. I'm also going to fill in the front with moss. What am I going to do now? I have a large piece of moss here, and I think I'll actually add a small fern as well. And I'll place it in at an angle now. You could also take it out of the pot if you want. That way it's even more flexible and you can work it in more easily. And I actually think it looks really beautiful this way. I'll just take a look now. Of course, be careful when you water it if it's really tilted. Make sure enough water gets in, because ferns, of course, need moisture and dampness. But now I've got it really nicely secured in there. I also found some dried moss, so I'll just grab a good handful of it now. And I'll tuck it back here in the rear section because I'd like to have it on the raised part along with another fern back here. I'll show you because it's actually quite tall, this lantern. It's relatively tall, and I just like the fern here to stick out a little bit too, because it is especially with the fruit and the beautiful heather, I think this is a really wonderful, very natural thing once again. And for the pot, I would simply wrap it up. Then I'll just take a bit of dried moss and place the little pot inside. And then wrap it once around with wire, wrap it with wire, and go all the way around. Just secure it for yourself.
Gentle while you stroke, when you depict me, every number count, love token.
And simply stick it in now. And then it will hold like that. And now the fern can go in the back area. And you can't see from the outside that there's a pot inside. Oh yes, so it's supernatural. So now we've already finished that part, and let's keep going. I've just brought in the hand fabric, and now I'm going to cut off a little piece here. And now I would like to make a little pointed cap here. I'll just see where my attachment points are. Then I take my hot glue, quickly put it on here, and fix both sides together. I take the scissors and trim everything at the bottom now so that I have a straight edge here. It's a bit big, but we'll manage it like this. I use double-sided tape again and prepare the top end just a little. First, I will add some glue, and now I will carefully place my cap right here, gently pressing it down a bit, ensuring a secure fit. So I just said to Micha, it could also be a mushroom. And Micha confirmed it. He said, that's right. So I think you could, right? Yeah, it could also be a mushroom, either one. Exactly, we're not quite finished yet. And now we have a lot of natural materials, just like the main fabric, which is of course also a natural material. But you can also use felt or any fabric that's relatively sturdy. You can easily use that for the cap as well. But I think as a mushroom, it's starting to look really cute now. But we want to make little gnomes. So now I'm taking my wooden bead and I'm going to place it right here at the front. I have to check because these are wooden beads. I only have small ones with faces, so you really can't see them now, and of course the other side as well. Now I've already attached the wooden beads. I've now cut off a bit of heather and would use it here. And I'm going to magically add a little beard. And here I'd stick on some small pieces, a bit to the sides to make a nice bushy big beard, and glue the larger pieces towards the bottom.
Became a nightmare. I've said it doesn't matter now, but it defeats me. Shackles around.
Otherwise it wouldn't look like a mushroom anymore. I just took the hat off again. I realized the proportions were off. They don't fit. And now to me it actually looks more like a gnome. And we really like it. It looks supernatural and it fits wonderfully into our natural forest-themed backdrop. And I'm thinking of placing one here in front of the candle and maybe a few more on this broken pane. I think these two look pretty good here. I just started making a second one. As I said, I made the hat bigger this time. Now it fits as well. And now I'll just pull the cuff over here again and do the same thing. It holds like this. I don't even need to glue it on. Then I'll add a nose here. And we are already starting with it. I have a little box here. A skewer works well for me here. It's better that way. Shall we fix it down here? On the first one, add a little more, otherwise it won't hold. Now just wait a moment and be careful. And that's important because back here you can just pop it in Bimento position. And it's in at the front. I just inserted it and it holds perfectly. And I think probably, we don't know exactly, maybe it'll fit in front of the door. You could also add a bit of heather there and then it would feel really nice in. Dear ones, we really hope that we were able to inspire you a little today with this pinecone gnome idea. And of course, we would be absolutely thrilled if you gave us a thumbs up, dear ones. I would be happy, or rather, we're happy if you join us again in the next few days. And yes, thank you so much again for the wonderful comments. Sending you all a big hug as always, and stay healthy. So I'll just say, see you soon, yours Conny and yours Micha. See you soon, looking forward to it. Exactly. And not to forget the workshop at Hof Oelkers on the 19th October. That's coming up soon. If you're interested and have time and maybe are nearby, feel free to stop by. You can find tickets in the online shop at Hof Oelkers. Here's the link below. You can find it in the video description. Or at the cafe in Wenzendorf, you can also get tickets there. We would be very happy. Micha will, of course, be there too. So we're sending you our best. See you then. Yours, Conny. And once again, yours, Micha, your cameraman. Exactly. See you then, dear ones. Bye.
Every number counts, love tokens. Where did all the swallows fly when I was 17? Caught up in a dream that became a nightmare. Oh, it must have been the first time.